Hi everybody. So it's just going to be a vlog this time around for the video. If you are new to my channel, my name is Annie and I am a potter and working on becoming a indie author as well, and so you'll get a little bit of pottery, you'll get a little bit of writing. I do kind of emphasize the pottery a little bit more on my YouTube channel, but not to say you won't get plenty of writing stuff too, because I am working on trying to combine the two and actually make pottery and collections off of my own stories that I write, along with, you know, all manner of other fantasy fairy tales and epics. So that's kind of my spiel. Hi everybody. So it has been a minute since I have done an update from this space. I've been doing, well, it's just been a minute since I've really done much in way of videos and things like that. But I've been doing a lot of pottery because it's show season, so that just means that, you know, I have a lot of things to make. And I've got a lot of shows to prep for this summer, so yeah, I've been doing that, but that doesn't mean I haven't been working on my novel. So for those of you who are a little newer, I am a multi-passionate artist, so I am a potter and I started my business with pottery, but I am actually moving into becoming an indie author, and my hope is to actually combine the two and make pottery based off of my own books, because if you check out my stuff, you'll see that a lot of my pottery is inspired by fairy tales, fantasy, other stories, and things like that. So it kind of seemed like a natural progression to just make pottery based off of my own stories. So I have been working on that. I did finish line edits for Eyes of Pewter. I am currently having an editor proofread it. I'm probably going to be sending it to like 2 or 3 different people to proofread. Just because that part of the process is something I'm not very good at. Like, the grammar and stuff has always kind of been a struggle for me, and I just want to make sure that it's as polished as it can be. So it's with one of them right now. The book is with an editor right now, and it's, getting gone through and stuff like that. And yeah, so I am working on Eyes of Pewter. I also, because I kind of needed a break from editing, started book 2 as well. So, like I said, if you're new, Eyes of Pewter is my novel. It's actually going to be possibly a duology. If I can't make a duology work, then it's going to be a trilogy. It originally was a trilogy, but I want to see if I can actually get the series and everything done in 2 books, which would be cool. I admit that this story isn't like super dear to my heart. It is important to me. I am glad that I'm getting it written, but it's more of just the first story that came to my head, when when I was trying to decide, what I wanted to do. I kind of just had this random idea of kind of flipping the whole chosen one trope, right? And making the main character someone who doesn't have any powers. And so like, me doing this duology and stuff is to just get this story out of my head, because it's been in my head since like college, so it really needs to get out of my head. So that's why I've been writing this story. However, there is a like 7-book series that I'm writing that actually was going to be the story that I launched, but like Eyes of Pewter just wouldn't get out of my head, so I'm doing it first. But I have to say, like, I don't know, there's people who talk about having like heart horses or heart, animals and stuff, and a particular animal that you're just drawn to, that you're just in love with, that you're just kind of passionate about, like you connect to this particular animal more than any other. And I feel like that with this next series. So, not to say that Eyes of Pewter isn't amazing and wonderful, and I love the characters, and Trenton is top tier. Even my beta readers love Trenton, so it definitely is worth the read. But I will say that I really just want to start on my next series, like that. I feel like that's like my heart book. That's the book that I have all the passion about. It's like a 7-book series. I've got like crazy amounts of world building and magic systems and characters, and I'm just so excited about that series that, yeah. Side note, if you want to know kind of about what that story's about, I am on my Patreon doing the prequel. Like, I'm writing the prequel as like episode releases and stuff, like a serial episode. So, like TV where you have movies or you have series. This is like a TV series, but for books, and it's the prequel to the like 7-book series that I want to write. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. That's where the book's at. I've started writing book 2, and we'll see. I mean, I'm not gonna have the book be less than it needs to be just to make it a duology, but if I can make it a duology, if it works that way, if I feel like the story's complete enough, I will. But otherwise it'll end up being a trilogy. But that's kind of where I'm at with my book stuff. So today is a writing day. I'm just going to be working on my serial stories for my Patreon. So I do have multiple serial stories besides just the one I told you about recently. So I have Song of the Wild Heart, and then I'm working on Melark, the dragon, and I just need to get those episodes written, just because I do 2 episodes a month for my patrons on Song of the Wild Heart and 1 episode a month for Melark. So I do want to make sure I at least get those written, so then all that needs to happen is like edits and stuff later on down the road. And I have a day where I'm not having anything that needs to happen with pottery, and kind of have a break from that. So that's what we're going to be doing today, is I'm going to be working on my computer, and yeah, we're just going to be doing lots of writing and lots of editing and having a grand old time.